With tens of millions of repos on GitHub, it's a veritable goldmine for developers. In this video series, I'm maxing out GitHub's search function and bringing you the best of GitHub, showcasing some great open source repos you can use to your advantage. The video starts right now. RealToughCandy from realtoughcandy.com back online with you guys today for another installation of the best of GitHub. This is RealWorld, the mother of all demo apps. Exemplary full-stack medium.com clone powered by React, Angular, Node, Django, and many more. And by many more, they do mean many more. Now, what this lets you do is experiment with front ends and back ends and really see how they work. Because as they explain down here, to-do apps, yeah, they're great at seeing just the bare minimum basics at what something does. But when it comes to real applications, to-do lists, and similar programs just don't cut it. Before we get into it, let's go over some quick stats. Almost 2,000 forks, 28,000 plus stars, and 961 watchers. So the application is going to be the exact same app no matter what you choose for front end, no matter what you choose for back end. And the reason you can do that is because, as they explain here, every one of these adhere to the same API spec. The application you're creating is called Conduit, and as it says up here, that is a medium.com clone. Medium.com is essentially an online magazine with different businesses and different writers publishing here. Pretty modern looking and clean CMS. And its clone is what you're creating on this site. The front ends you can choose here are pretty diverse, starting up here with React and Redux, Angular, Elm, PureScript and Halogen, Vue, ClojureScript, Svelte, ClojureScript and Kichma. Say that 10 times fast, I dare you. Hyperapp, Dojo 2, Christmas, MVC, Imba? Never heard of that one. Stencil.js. And here are some works in progress. GraphQL and Apollo, Vanilla Backbone.js, Slim.js, Nuxt, and the list goes on. And then we get down here to the backends. Of course, all the ones you probably would expect, maybe some surprises as we get further down here, but we have Node, ASP.NET, Go, Elixir, Django, Laravel, Flask, Rails, Koa, Clojure, CakePHP, F#, Express with Bookshelf.js, Feathers, Spincast, Molecular, Haskell, Serverless, and works in progress down here are just as massive with Clojure, Go and Gorilla Muck, Sanic, Nancy, Erlang and Cowboy, Falcon, Egg.js. I cannot list all of these. This is so neat. And then we have mobile options also. This looks like a newer addition. Down here we have native script, and then works in progress are React Native, JSONet, Swift, C#, Kotlin, and a few others there. This repo is just so rad for so many reasons. One of the reasons is that if you're an aspiring developer or a junior developer, you tend to see the same stacks over and over. MERN stack, mean stack, lamp stack. But the truth is, you can create your own stack, and this does a great job of illustrating it. And it allows you to get your hands dirty with some frameworks where you can experiment and break things and not worry too much about it. Because no matter what framework you choose, you're still going to be building this thing called Conduit. Let's take a look at some examples of what these apps look like. Has your sign in and sign up options, global feed here, popular tags. Okay, nothing too insane, but then let's go back and check out what these other ones look like as well. Uh-oh, wait, what? Is this the same app? This is the cool thing about it, because you're not messing with Bootstrap or any CSS. And I know for me as a newbie, when I saw all these technologies, I thought that at least they somehow affected what things looked like. But this is just CSS stuff, fancy CSS and HTML. What you're able to do here is completely work underneath the visual components. Now, because these backends are just backends, there's no website to actually look at. For example, here's the Node and Express app. Documentation looks pretty solid in all of these. They have a little getting started section, code overview with all your dependencies and links to those, the application structure, error handling, authentication, Really clean, really nice looking, and this is the rule, not the exception. So this one was Node, and then this one's Go. And as you can see here, just a nice visual, getting started, config, installing stuff, starting, testing. This could also make a killer portfolio project. Of course, make it your own. You know, change up the CSS, change up the layout here, but developing your own CMS with a front end that you choose and a back end that you choose, it's going to be such a learning experience that you're going to have a lot to talk about with your interviewer once this project is completed and it's in your portfolio. I feel like it really is a good immersive experience for a lot of developers who are trying to beef up their portfolio. And also too, for extra bonus points, if your employer has a non-traditional stack with, like, I don't know, what's non-traditional, Hyperapp and Rails or something. How cool would it be to build a Hyperapp and Rails app? Not a lot of people are building that kind of thing, and it caters directly to your employer. So that's something else to think about if you're really trying to impress your employer and really trying to focus on a very specific stack. And even further down in this repo, you can tell it is really newbie friendly. One of the questions is, can you teach me how to build each stack from scratch? And actually, yes, they can. They have step-by-step tutorials for all the stacks, and then some community-created resources too. That's a nice little list. Some benchmarks for front-end frameworks for the past couple years, and also some information on the UI and UX. They use Bootstrap 4. So that could also be a great place to start if you're trying to make this app your own. No API keys required. Awesome. This is just a crazy cool app. It's called RealWorld. Shout out to GoThinkster for creating such a neat project. I know a lot of people are going to find this handy. If this video was useful, you guys know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Share this video with a friend. Let the algorithmic overlords know that you care. I'm RealToughCandy. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next video. Are you ready to jumpstart your freelance web development career? Freelance Newbie has you covered. In this video course, you'll learn practical, actionable steps you can start using today to get your first client by the end of the week. Freelance Newbie is produced by a working freelancer whose mission is to help people like you find success and financial independence. In Freelance Newbie, you'll learn how to develop a business plan from scratch. Don't worry, we go through it step by step. Find starter clients that pave the way for 5-star reviews, and then find full-paying long-term clients. Build your own freelance website to generate quality leads. Figure out a good pricing scheme for your services. Write effective proposals and contracts. Advertise for free or very cheaply for maximum brand exposure, and so much more. For the price of the cost of lunch, you can learn how to build a sustainable business doing something you love. Enroll today and make the change of a lifetime.